I'm just trying to put it together in my head right now. I'm putting together this fire for y'all right now. Like from the window to the wall. To the wall. To the sweat drop down them balls. All them females growl.
Hey, it's bitches.
I was singing the edited version, I think.
Yeah, you fucking...
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with me? I heard the edited version on the radio too many times, and it just came out. Thanks for stopping me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't even remember, though, bro. Honestly, I'm not that diehard.
Bitches.
Like I said, I'm repeating shit I heard. Welcome to the rabbit hole. We back up in this bitch.
Oh, man, we back up in this bitch.
Oh, my God. We cannot come back in like that.
We so back. I'm sweaty. I'm detoxing right now from all this coffee and sweats.
Yeah, you are. Have you seen Chris D'Elia's stand-up special on Netflix?
No, not yet.
I just watched it recently, like for the second time. That shit is hilarious.
Is it?
Fuck it. There's another. It's like at the beginning of his stand-up. He's like, I feel like I look like an eagle, but not like one of those badass eagles. Like, just kind of like, caw. It does look like Chris D'Elia. It's great when people can look at themselves and actually call what they look like and be honest, though. Be right.
I wonder if he's really like that in real life, or if it's just like a part of him and then he just amplifies it for comedy.
I think so. Bill Burr might be my favorite comedian as far as like straight up stand-up goes. Cause like I like Rogan for his like podcast and Duncan for his podcast and like I don't know, but as far as just straight up stand up goes, Bill Burr like kind of takes the cake for me.
He's like he's been around he wasn't as famous as them at the time, but he's been around as long as them. But
dude throws
like,
heat.
Yeah, Bill Hicks and George Carlin reminds me of that, like says what needs to be said. Right. Different styles, but says what needs to be said.
And it's still funny.
Yeah. Bill Burr, I have to be careful to recommend to people because I feel like a lot of people can relate to the negative things he says. Yeah. And if you're not able to laugh at yourself, it's going to kind of hurt your feelings. Like, what did he say? He's like, have you ever tried to get a six-pack? It's fucking hard. Yeah. You gotta have something like, don't eat it, eat it now. Don't eat it. He's like,
it's true.
He's like, have you ever tried to get fat? You don't gotta do shit.
Connor was talking about how in one of his fight camps, how he was saying, I think it was when he first actually got like a diet nutritionist or whatever the fuck, and he was saying like literally be like, okay, at 112 you're gonna eat 6 almonds. Right. And then at this time that was like, what the fuck, 6 almonds? Like exactly? Like they got that shit down to a T.
Yeah.
It's insane. But you can break it down like that, and that's what a lot of people don't realize about weight loss too. Like you can just keep track of how much carbs you're taking in and shit, or calories, and keep track of how much you're burning off, and voila.
I think too many people and I do this too. We just do too much shit, and you don't really dive into what you're doing. Whether it's even just like I don't know how the fuck my phone works. I just talk on it and text on it. I don't fucking know like how to AirDrop or fucking barely FaceTime shit.
I couldn't even explain how like dial-up phones worked back in the day when they were being shared like one number between several homes, let alone where we got video being sent to each other and Bluetooth and shit. Like I'm like, I couldn't even explain that shit.
Hell no. So it's like with your body. It's like if people are busy or they make themselves busy.
Yeah.
You think you work hard.
There's a big difference between being busy and being productive.
Yes.
Everyone's busy these days, but how many people are really being productive?
I think I heard Shab say that on a podcast a while back.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere.
It hella hit me, when I heard that. Like, that's very true. Are you busy or are you being productive? I think people like saying that they're busy because it gives them an excuse, and I don't even think they're really aware that they're doing that. But it's like, oh man, I'm fucking busy. It's like, yeah, but maybe you fucking need to cut some bullshit out.
Yeah.
Focus more on whatever it is that's important to you.
I feel like there's so many directions I could take this, but I'm going to offend people, so I'm not going to.
Well, let me know what your opinion is, because I always wondered this. Do you think it's good or bad about AA? And I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just asking an honest question. But is it good or bad to not, or like admit that you don't have power? Because sometimes I feel like that some people hold on to that too much, and I wonder if that keeps you in the same spot of always being weak. I wonder. I'm not saying
I feel that way. I'm super biased because I feel like psychedelics are such like an essential part of maintaining balance in my life that I kind of like. I'm obviously biased, but I think that it's smart to stop and take control of your life if you have a drug problem and you could recognize, or an alcohol problem, pill problem, whatever. I think it's very empowering if you could be like, no, I'm stopping, I'm going to take control, I'm cutting everything out. But then at a certain point, I do feel like people stay wrapped up in the...
I have no power, I can't do this.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be like my dad's like 20 years clean and sober or something. It's like, man... I think that you could reintroduce just like a joint once every couple weeks, you know, just sit out on your back deck on the fucking lake, smoke a joint once every 2 weeks, and you're going to be totally fine. I think it would actually really help them a lot, where they, after a certain point, like you said, they're just like, oh no, I'm powerless and I have no power. If I take one hit, I'll do all the hits, bro. Like, it's like, no, you've just been chanting in NA every single day that one hit is too many and 1,000 is never enough. So now you got that shit ingrained in your fucking brain and your program. But like I said, I'm biased.
When then you program yourself, like, I feel like even if you never do drugs again, but I just don't like the thought of saying like I'm powerless to that, because obviously you have power because you're not doing it.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's just a...
That's why it's the same thing. Yeah, it's like I feel like at a certain point it's helpful, and then it gets to a point where it's like, okay, maybe you need to like, start giving yourself some credit here.
Yeah. Like,
people do that with a religion a lot too. They give everything up to God and stuff, and it's like, no man, you did some of that shit. Right. Like you put in some of that fucking work. Like it's not all fucking God.
Well, something my coworker always mentioned. He's like, people aren't, because he's really religious, and he was saying that people aren't mad at God. They're mad at people who are doing God, like talking about God in the wrong... I forgot how he phrased it, but it's more of like, it's not really the word of God anymore, it's more the word of man.
Hell yeah.
And so I wonder how much of
Who wrote the Bible?
Exactly, yeah, right?
It wasn't God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like people take it too literal. Like, I'm like, man, like the way I view it, I'm fucking ignorant as fuck, but I feel like it's almost like just like old sitcoms to me.
Yeah.
Like when you like if you're watching, I don't know why I'm gonna say Brady Bunch, but I don't even know. I was like not even gonna lie for that shit. But it's like if you have a student in the sitcom and they cheat on their test, and the whole episode is them feeling guilty, and then by the end they learn that's why you shouldn't lie.
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of what the Bible was for fucking crazy people.
Right, but they
took
on
magic.
Life.
Yeah, and they take the... I don't know why we love magic and sorcery and stuff. And I feel like we're trying to romanticize it.
That's where I'm kind of at with the whole religion thing and Narcotics Anonymous and AA and all that. It's like, okay, read the Bible, get what you got, and then learn maybe Buddhism or some other things or yoga or something. Like, okay, you did the 12 steps for Narcotics Anonymous. That's fucking great. I recommend everybody does that. But now, like, you don't need to go every single week and surround yourself with these people and call yourself an addict. Like, I don't know. I wonder. I don't fucking know either. We'll move on from this shit, though. Like, I'm just roasting Jesus at this point.
No, it's being honest. It's just, it's like, we're not saying we know. We're just talking. Because, honestly, too, it's like, because I don't think like that. I haven't been a drug addict, and I don't, as I'm drinking coffee, that's a fucking drug. But it's like, I don't know how people's minds work. So maybe they just, I don't know. But I know community is good for people. Because like I had to do AA once. I think it's just the community. I think a lot of people feel broken, and then they have this community, and it's kind of like how we go to bicycle day and we're like, yo, we all got the same shit. But
no, that is exactly it. Because I was talking to this girl who was all up in all up in AA, and that was exactly what it was. She just needed to be around other people who were trying to quit alcohol and were like canceling that part of their lives out as they're out front smoking a cigarette and drinking coffee because they're clean and sober.
Well, maybe that's why they continue to keep themselves powerless, because they want to keep that community, and maybe if they feel like they're not, they won't be I think people are scared to be alone. I think that's something that psychedelics have helped me with, is that you need to start learning how to be alone a little bit. Like, you need other people, obviously, but you need to learn how to depend on yourself, too.
Lone wolf shit. Yeah, I don't know.
You go off, you do the journeys, and you come back and hang out with the people, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think being dependent on anything too much is good.
Exactly. Whether it's religion, psychedelics, fucking anything. Right. Yeah, don't be dependent on shit.
Don't put all your eggs into one basket.
Even the yoga instructor that came from India, Arun, to teach us was saying the same thing. He's saying that about yoga. You know, he's like, some people even be like, oh, I'm not going to be at my best today because I didn't have time to do my yoga this morning. So give themselves the out to maybe like lash out or like be shitty or something because they never got to do their yoga that morning. Right. It's like, no, don't rely on anything.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do anything to be a certain way, even if you like doing those things.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a cop-out.
It is.
And
People do it with everything.
I know, right? This is actually pretty interesting.
Fucking A.
Fun.
Fucking A.
Like a little pocket. Oh, just in case. Well, I guess we can wrap this one up. Thank y'all for checking this shit out. We don't know shit. See y'all next week. We out.